I'm Benito Skinner.
I'm Mary Beth Barone.
And this
is
Ride. You'll never be on the cover of Vogue.
Why would someone say that to their wife? Even if you weren't famous, like even if you were just married to like a nurse, why would you ever say you'll never be on the cover of Vogue?
Well, I'm thinking
that wouldn't even occur to me to say that.
Yeah, I have to tell you this every day. Well, do you remember that story where it was like Kim Kardashian's publicist, like her ex-publicist, I assume, unless she like really stuck with someone who domed her. But she tells the story of like the publicist being like, you need to have realistic goals. You'll never be on the cover of a magazine. And I'm like dying for someone to talk to me like that in a way. Just because like
don't know.
the Scorpio in me would be like, watch me.
But what are you gaining from it?
Gonna knock out, going for the knockdown, and I won't stop till I won't stop now. You know when Elle Woods buys the laptop?
Yeah, yes, of course.
I will walk into a store one day and just buy a fresh laptop. And that will be my new era.
But in a Playboy bunny costume too, I hope.
Well, of course.
I just don't know what you're gaining from like telling someone that. Like, even if,
He said it. They were in a fight, and he really ethered her. But she got on the cover, so.
Here's my other thing.
Yeah, what is it?
You never have to tell anyone that happened.
No, exactly.
So my thing would probably be to just never tell anyone.
There was something today that I thought that I did that I thought no one would see ever again. And that would be kind of just with me. And I could just be embarrassed every night before I go to bed. But what they don't tell you about releasing a TV show is people will look through their camera rolls and find images of you from a time you couldn't even imagine.
Existed. But wait, this is your ride.
This is what I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. It's just owning your history. So I think in a way, Justin was kind of owning his history, and it's not all good. And he did apologize, and he was
publicly.
Like, yeah.
I wanted to talk about a fight that Edward and I once had, which I have gotten permission from him to talk about.
Oh, good.
So
remind me to talk about the Brits in a second.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, okay, before I get into the fight, I guess we have a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yes.
There was an interaction at your house a few weeks ago where you couldn't remember the name of a restaurant.
I go, what's that? This is one of those things where I thought about it in duty free recently because all I do is I'm at duty free. I swear to God, it's the only place I am.
If you just browsing,
I'm always browsing, and then I let them down because I'm kind of late for my flight sometimes. And then I'm like, oh my God, I can't even buy the fragrance. And then I've like let down everyone there. But I was thinking about it, and I started laughing to myself. And I think about the people who watch me giggle to myself. Like I wonder how many people have seen me go with my little AirPods in or mouthing Pink Panthers. It's kind of one or the other. And I was thinking about. I was on my couch and I was trying to find a place to take a friend to breakfast, and he has a very specific palate. and I thought, I was like, what's that place in LA that has like the griddle cakes? And it's quiet for, I'm not 5 seconds. And then Mary Beth goes, I know you didn't just ask me what restaurant has griddle cakes. What the fuck's a griddle cake?
I was in bed. I think it's important for everyone to know that I was still in bed. I wasn't on the couch with you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. You were in the other room. I shouted griddle cake at you.
You go, what's that restaurant in LA? Which, first of all, I'm starting behind the 8 ball there because I don't know restaurants in LA. And then for you to say griddle cakes, I'm like, well, you could go out, throw a rock and hit someone and ask them before you ask me where the griddle cake restaurant is in LA. But you remembered what it was.
I found it. It's for anyone wanting to know, the best griddle cake in Los Angeles, in my opinion, is Salt's Cure. It's a pancake that's just like, it's just different. And it's a pancake that very much is there to make trouble and art in a way.
Right.
Your fight with Edward.
Well, first I want to say this gets me into another topic, which we're hopping around today, which I love.
Do you want to go to Ben DA first, or where do you want to go?
Oh fuck, let's do Ben DA. So right now we're sort of reminiscing on some things that happened before we had started recording the podcast, and we wrote them down. We said we have to talk about that.
Well, you remember we had to do this with season 2 because Ellen, they tried to cancel me, was the day after we stopped recording season 1. So we were like,
we're always thinking about you guys.
Of course. I know what I have to reveal here.
So if I could set the scene quickly.
Of course.
So you were auditioning.
And can I just, if we're talking about scene, welcome to yet another, like you are going to see us in every place on earth. We want every single video episode this year
to be in a different
place. We will show you every podcast studio across America and maybe abroad. I'm serious. We will stop at nothing. And then you, at the end of the season, you guys can pick which one you fuck with the most. And we'll go there. I'm serious.
No.
I will not stop until we've seen every interior.
I'm crying.
Me too. There's so much. This is such a confusing start, but in a good way.
There's so much to say.
So this is Bendy.
Okay.
So there's this Bendy.
Okay, so
gas leak era.
Can't even say it. Okay, so okay. Benny had to do a self tape.
I read for Euphoria.
He read for Euphoria, which famously you have to sign NDAs before you audition for Euphoria.
Yeah.
So the thing with signing an NDA before an audition that's so funny to me is that you have to read it with someone else. They have to read the other lines. So it's like at the bare minimum, I'm at least showing one other person.
Yeah.
Due to the job description of what we do as actors.
And maybe that's in the fine print, but it is funny. It's like, you will not share this with a fucking soul. 10 seconds later, I'm like, Mary Beth, fully
you hand me
immersed.
the phone with the lines on it.
Yeah, I text it to you.
So I think I said something like, I'm telling Sam Levinson you broke your NDA.
Yeah.
And you were getting ready. You were putting your little makeup on, your blush and your concealer. And
well,
I
didn't have a stitch on for this.
You just go.
My name is Bendy. It's one of those things that you say, and I know that you guys aren't going to get it on the first time. You're not going to, and maybe not even the second, but you'll start to think, my name is Bendy. It's very Turf Hogwarts. Not Ron, not Hermione, you. Bendy. And I was abroad recently. I was in London and very much was giving Bendy.
But basically, we started laughing so hard, and we were like, let's explain it to Terry and just see if we're totally off the mark here. Mm-hmm. And we explained it to Terry, and he was crying too. So we just figured that there was a gas leak somewhere in the house.
Well, he had 3 drinks recently, so I mean, he was toasted. He was toasted.
To the face!
To the face!
One of my favorite lines from Overcompensating.
Oh, thank you so much.
To the face!
My favorite lately of yours is after Peter and you were writing awful things about a bunch of students, you go, this is fun, and give him a kiss. That felt like so real. You've done that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, not me getting asked about your relationship status on the Peabody Awards carpet. We'll talk about that. Maybe next episode.
We're actually not going to talk about that.
Yeah. My name. That's what I said back to her. My name is Bendy. She went,
a journalist from People.
Benny Drama's crashing out. I guess this all got to him.
My name
is Bendy. So I'm sorry, you guys. You'll lock in and it'll be Bendy era, but we call it gas leak era because it's not funny, but yet we're laughing.
In the notes doc, it says Bendy in parentheses gas leak.
Yeah, it's like
wait, actually no, it says gas leak in parentheses Bendy.
Yeah, sorry, that's the era. We've completely lost our fucking minds and have no jokes left.
No, so it's just Bendy.
So my name, sorry, I'll stop. Is Bendy. But Terry was drunk recently. He had 3 drinks and he, to me, I didn't know what he was going to say. It's very Murph at the end of Interstellar.
Totally.
When Matthew McConaughey walks in and he was like, my name is Bendy. And I'm like, that better be your last words to me.
Before he dies, and then we get to watch Lost and Glee.
Exactly. I thought he was going to say you're losing me, but
no, he said my name is Bendy.
Which some of you have messaged me that you have done that to people that you're with, and apparently it is not landing at all, and that couldn't make me happier. They're like, you're what?
You know, a Britishism that I once heard is it went down like a lead balloon. So think about that.
99 lead balloons. Very Bendy.
I have the giggles today.
Sorry, me too. So
British gay guys.
I have this like huge take. This is my big Subway take. I'm obsessed with British gays. So I just had this party for Overcompensating. Well, we had this party. I did truly nothing. I just showed up at this place called House Party in London, and I just had the best night. It's just like a bunch of British gays and girlies, and it was like pure joy. British gays just have They have that je ne sais quoi. They have love, and there's something about them very bright. I don't know. I had the time of my life with these crazy UK lads, and shout out all the UK lads out there and the girlies I met. But it was really fun to go to the UK. And let me tell you, they speak well on you over there, girl.
Oh, they freaking better.
They got Bendier. They wanted MDA.
I'm sure they did want MDA.
Yeah. And I think they were on MDA.
Speaking of British lads, I just want to call out my shirt.
Of course.
It says we live in a beautiful world. Coldplay.
And speaking of American women, I'm in the row.
Yes.
Thank you, Mary Kate and Ashley. But yeah, shout out British gays. We love doing shows for you over there, and I know why. Like, I don't know. It's nothing against American gays. I just think British gays, it feels more like light.
It's communal.
It's way more communal. I think it's less like read you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think people there just want to have fun.
Exactly.
It's
and that's
just
all
part
they did.
Of the culture.
And they're drinking beers and stuff. And that's cool to see.
It's really cool.
I wasn't, but it was cool to see.
Something that I've found really fun lately to do if you're with a couple is just ask them, like, what's your biggest fight?
Yeah, that's definitely a fun thing to do with couples.
See how deep they go.
Yeah.
See how deep they go. Sometimes they'll hit you. They can rattle it off instantly and they go, well, that was our biggest fight. And that's cool. And they've agreed upon that being their biggest fight.
Of course.
But then sometimes like they have different perceptions of what they think is their biggest fight. Yeah. And sometimes it's really deep-seated
and
stuff.
that can then lead to the biggest fight of
all. Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
So I just think it's fun to do that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring up a fight that I had with Edward once. So his housemate was hooking up with someone. Yeah. And I personally
probably met them.
You probably met them. You probably met the housemate. And let's just be honest, the girl. This was 3 years ago.
Edward was there.
Edward was at the party.
I was at the party. I just want to shout out that, as you guys saw, it's left. He's right heritage.
Right heritage.
There's nothing but
he's still a friend of the pod.
He's a friend of the podcast first, before anything. And I said that to him.
Second, he's my ex-boyfriend.
He's the best. We've showered together. So it kind of only makes sense. It's like nothing but love.
Yeah, it's all love.
It's like, have you ever shared a room with 3 people on a podcast tour and you have to shower before and he's in there and it's just kind of like, well, it's my Lady Jane now, King. Like,
exactly.
Here I am and like, let's do this.
And there's nothing weird about that.
Well, no, it's just UK lads.
It's
like,
UK lads.
They're just here for a good time. I don't know.
And they're comfortable being naked around each other. I will say that.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Scary.
Hey, better. I'll say in this instance, better. Eddie Obama.
We love you, Ked.
Have we talked about Eddie Obama?
Yeah, someone commented Eddie Obama.
Oh, good. So they know.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Edward, before you get into your big spat, is that he on a press tour he wore Louboutins, like he had red bottoms, and people commented "walk a mile in these Louboutins," and I couldn't stop thinking about it.
And that's because culture is full circle. Time, they say time is a circle. I think culture is a circle.
Culture is a circle.
And it's constantly the snake eating its tail.
Exactly.
So his housemate was hooking up with someone who I was convinced was like a scammer. Like I didn't think that, I thought they were like.
She'll never be on the cover of Vogue.
She'll never be on the cover of Vogue. I can say that with a lot of confidence. But no shade to her. She just was giving.
So could Justin when he said it.
She was giving scammer to me. But the whole thing was like, oh, she's minted, which is how British people say that someone's rich. So I was like, I don't think she's minted. And Edward was like, she is. And I was like, she had a fake Fendi bag. Her Fendi bag, instead of having the F and then the F, it had an F and an L. And, because fake bags just have the wrong letters sometimes.
Yeah. Well, bad fakes.
It's bad. Yeah, it was a bad fake. So he was like, sometimes posh people like to buy fake things so that they don't seem rich. And I was just like, maybe that's the case, but like,
none of these UK,
that sounds fake to me. That's fake.
None of the UK gays were talking to me about this.
I know. It's weird.
This never got brought up at the party.
It was a huge fight for us. We really, really fought over whether we thought this girl was actually rich or not. And that was one of our biggest fights. We had many big fights, but that was one of them.
But that has to be the biggest.
No, there were bigger ones.
Yeah.
But it was just like, he just didn't believe me that I thought that if she was actually rich, she would have a real Fendi bag.
This reminds me of kind of an early fight with Terry I had where I would point out plastic surgery to him and he'd be like, no, that's not it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you think just someone looks completely different a week later? Like, describe this to me then. Like,
explain the science there.
Yeah, like that's just not that person's nose anymore. So how do you explain? And he's like, no, It's just, and I'm like, I love where your heart is. I have to be realistic.
Like, I'm not saying I'm not judging her for having a fake
Not
Fendi
at all.
bag. I'm just saying, like, to me, the context clues are there that she is not rich.
It's like, if you guys are going to say she's minted, well then
I want to like look at the data. I'm so data driven. You know that about me.
Well, of course.
So I'm absorbing everything I'm seeing. I shouldn't get into too many specifics, but that was what happened. Yeah. And so sometimes when you're with someone, you will just fight about stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that can be really hard, but ultimately rewarding because then you break up eventually and you can talk about it on a podcast.
Hey, and what could be better than that?
What could be better
Eddie
than
Obama,
that?
We love you. I broke the fourth wall just now.
You
Very
did.
Fleabag of me. I'm in my UK era. It is what it is.
Should we talk about...
I think we should get into what we ride for.
What we ride, no? Yeah. We have a few more things, but we could do that on the next episode.
Yeah, great. I feel like we really hit some good stuff today.
We definitely did.
And just to reiterate...
I will never be on the cover of Vogue.
My name is Bendy. So I keep looking at the camera.
I know.
Stop. I'm not.
It's weird because on set we don't look at the camera either. So I'm wondering where you're getting this bad habit from.
I'm just kind of like, those are our kids, and I just want to talk to them.
They're not in there. Yeah. They're not in there.
I'll just turn. I guess it's just me getting a lay of the land of yet another podcast studio.
What are you writing for? I haven't looked to my left or right the whole time you've been here. I'm just looking at you, kid.
No
I don't know what's over
right
there.
Here. You have
I don't know what the wallpaper is or anything.
You
like
are
that.
so Andrew Scott. What was that? How are you looking?
It'll pass.
Don't say it'll pass to me.
What are you writing for?
You can't say it'll pass to me right now.
What are you writing for?
I will be writing for Owning Your History.
And this week I am writing for Bald Guys. Let's get into it. So here's the thing. Last week when I was doing crap eyewear ads by myself, I got so hung up on this prose. So listen to this.
yeah, hit me with it.
Crap Eyewear is an independent sunglass brand designed and tested beachside in Los Angeles, California. Sure, we've heard that before.
Of course.
Born in reaction to.
There are easier ways. That is so me-coded.
We were all born in reaction to something.
Yeah.
Born in reaction to an overpriced and overly serious sunglass market. That's what crap was born in reaction to.
Yeah.
They're on a mission to create funky, earth-friendlier eyewear without the heavy retail markup. I mean, sunglasses are just ridiculously expensive.
You know those really cutie ones I have? The like silver ones with the like kind of fire lenses? They're really cutie. I love driving in those because no one can see it that my eyes aren't on the road.
No, they're not. I have so many pairs of crap eyewear now. And
you're like a crap fiend.
I'm a fiend, and I just love that I have one for every outfit. And some of them are more like basics, like every day. And then I was saying last week that I have these red ones with rhinestones.
Funky. Well, those are the funky ones. So here's the thing.
They're handcrafted.
Handcrafted bioacetate. So think about that for about 10 seconds.
I'm thinking right now about it.
Biodegradable frames with optical grade lenses, CR39 lenses with 100% UVA, UVB protection.
It is a certified carbon neutral business and independently owned. So head to crapeyewear.com to shop. That's CRAPEYEWEAR.com to shop. Use the code RIDE at checkout for 20% off full priced items.
Get your sunglasses on. Hill House invented the viral nap dress. Eat shit, you guys. Yeah, we'll keep that. That's just like mic drop.
Hill House home girlies, they listen to Ride. It even says so in the copy.
Hey, and do the Hill House rock. It's like the 50s twist.
Totally.
Benny's back on ads. I made Mary Beth do them for a sec. I was doing press.
You were in London. My God.
I was in London.
I hear one more thing about this London trip.
Oh my God, you're like so mad at me, dude. So
Barone's
celebs like Taylor Swift.
Okay, we're starting with that one.
Yeah.
Barone's on staff at our newest advertiser convinced their bosses to let them advertise with us. So you know this one's going to be for our girls.
Oh my God. Celebs like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Anne Hathaway, and Kathy Hilton have been spotted in Hill House. Who is she wearing? Well, that's Hill House.
Are you wearing the Hill House nap dress?
The Hill House nap dress? Yeah. I'm about to go to sleep, bitch.
They make the cutest little dresses and tops for our girls, perfect for spring and summer. And they are truly heirloom pieces. I mean, talk about traditional family values.
Exactly. No, that's so true. But the thing we really love from Hill House Home are their robes and pajamas. Their bathrobes and pajamas are so soft, perfect for a getting ready moment. I love wearing a robe while I do a full beat.
I know. I walk into a hotel room yesterday. What do I see?
Me in a robe.
In your robe.
It's either that or just my panties on.
Ooh. You know, I am a huge fan of the Hill House Home sheets, and Pinky loves them as well. Get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code RIDE15. Again, that's code RIDE15 for 15% off your first order at hillhousehome.com. Do you ever feel like your mind is running in a dozen directions at once, Benny?
No.
When your thoughts are scattered, even the smallest decisions can feel overwhelming. But just 5 minutes a day with Calm can help you slow down, clear your head, and make choices with more confidence. I love this app.
Me too. And I love this. Did you know that stillness can actually spark creativity? This is so true. Like when I just go on a walk or I listen to Calm, I'll listen to Calm with a red light therapy mask on. It's like, sorry.
I do the
Daddy
sleep
deserves.
stories.
Oh my God, good for you.
Yeah.
We should do one.
I
and we
want
try to keep you up. We want you to stay up all night.
Sleep.
Yeah, right before they're about to snooze, we go, just
they
kidding.
tried to cancel me.
You just got canceled. You're canceled.
What would you be canceled for? Think about it now.
Okay, so Calm is the #1 app for sleep and meditation, giving you the power to calm your mind and change your life.
Everyone faces unique challenges in their daily lives, and that's why Calm offers a wide range of content and programs to help you navigate life's ups and downs, including
guided meditations to help you work through anxiety and stress, boost your focus, build healthier habits, and take better care of your physical well-being.
Sleep stories, sleep meditations, and calming music to help you drift off to restful sleep quickly and naturally.
Grounding exercises to help you reset and relax when you're feeling overwhelmed.
And expert-led talks to help you handle grief, improve self-esteem, improve relationships, and more.
Calm has an exclusive offer just for listeners of our show. Get 40% off
Whoa.
a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/ride. This is an amazing value. I'm serious.
Go to calm.com/ride for 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library. Calm.com/ride and tell Calm you heard about them from us.
It's so hard for you not to go first in this instance,
but I think you should go
first. I have to get this off my chest. So, I've said before, like, I don't regret any of my videos. I think they made me who I am. Go back and scroll, have a good time. If anything's not funny, I think we found it later at times. You can find your comedic voice and it can take time. And sometimes, the sets weren't there, the editing wasn't there yet, but I'm really proud of
I rebuke these critiques. I think they were exactly what they needed to be at the time.
Thank
and they
you.
got you to where you are now.
Exactly.
Also, I've never watched something back that you've made and thought it wasn't funny. That's just
really
me
sweet.
Personally.
I did see one this week that someone reposted and I was like, not my best, and then someone posted Annie, and I'll just say it. Annie really slaps.
Really
I love being
work.
her. And there's only like one or two, but those are good ones. But as I said earlier, when you do something very public, like overcompensating, some people will say very sweet things and we love it, and they'll dip through their archive to just kind of shout out the show. I have seen some of the most grotesque images of myself in a way that are so bone chilling. So I'm going through my mentions because a lot of it's just like people reacting to the show, which is so, thank you so much. I just did it again. Thank you so much. But thank you. Literally, it's like heaven. This is why Mary Beth and I don't sleep lately. I can call you at like 3 a.m. and you're
I'm
up.
awake.
Yeah. And Pinky is ears back. She's like, oh, there he is.
She's part of the conversation.
Duh. Well, duh. So this image comes across my desk. I can't. Sorry. I'm like already thinking of it. It's making me laugh. So I have been overcompensating my entire life. Clearly, we know this. And I think also when I first came out or anything, I thought I needed to do like full character costumes, full just everything. If there was any theme, I was like, I have to be majorly in theme, or like just things like that. It's just like doing so much, which like I'm glad that's who I am. Like I am proud of it to an extent. So Petra Collins, who we love so much, she came out with this book with Alexa Demie, and I think it was called. What's it called? It's Fairy Tales. This book, Fairy Tales. So she has a release party for it, and Terry and I are going. Well, on the invite, it says like dress as a fairy, or something like that. Like it wanted you to do that. So I was like, oh yeah, no, for sure. So I got like ears, and Terry and I wore ears, but
like
then
prosthetic, not like from Party City.
No, I got like Amazon ones.
Okay,
yeah,
because they look really professionally done.
Hey, thanks.
I'm looking for this photo. I am listening. I just really want to find it because I have it in my phone.
Yeah,
so I think it's going to add to the experience. But there's more to your aesthetic, so don't leave anything out.
Fuck you. That was so you'll never be on the cover.
You
want
to own your history. I'm saying
I'm
let's
owning
get
it.
into it.
And I'm owning it. Okay, so then I did fake freckles across my cheeks. And I did like a Pat McGrath sparkle on my eyes. And then I had this white mascara and I put it on my lashes and in my eyebrows. And this very sweet guy posted this week this image of me, and it brought it all back because at this party, just to be clear, no one, including Petra and Alexa, had ears on or anything of theme of fairy.
Because you was fairy.
We were the only people there who and Terry could easily just take off his ears. I have white mascara on.
You have white brows.
I am
Your brows were white.
Bitch, I'm Fern Gully.
Yeah, you were. It was very Fern Gully.
Literally, young me.
It doesn't look like you.
The young me who went to the freaking Tyler, the Creator concert in London would have had to unfortunately end it all because Tyler, the Creator, was at this party. And he comes up to me. He's like, "You did the ears, man." And I was like, I don't know what to do. I just told Terry, I go, "We have to go."
But how cool is it to be acknowledged?
Not cool. Not like that.
Okay.
But he was really sweet. But I was just like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It's just unfortunately. But now that I think back to it, I saw that boy. I saw that image. And I thought, that's so sweet that I tried so hard. And I thought like I needed to do that. And I remember everyone being kind of nice about it. But just I think back to it and it's just like, it makes me so. I think I got COVID that night too. Rightly so. I deserved it.
Yeah.
In a way.
You were asking for it. Whenever someone tells me they got COVID, I say, well, what were you wearing?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, come on.
Come on.
I mean, be for real.
Come on.
Oh, you're really the victim here? But here's the thing. In seeing it, I thought that's amazing. I didn't reshare it because like I think enough people.
But we're gonna we're gonna overlay it on this video.
You're gonna see it.
And maybe post it.
And I'm so proud of this kid. I think he just wanted to be loved, and that's just me, and to do the most. And my history, you know, I also someone posted like an old Jenny thing where I was Jenny at a meet and greet at a Mac, and
you said you took a period dump.
There are some lines and some videos and some outfits I've worn, and I'm proud of them all. I think we're here, and how lucky am I for that?
We're also lucky we got to witness it. And I think the image it doesn't look like you at all, which I think is really, you're such a chameleon.
Yeah, that's definitely the takeaway.
You're such a chameleon. And
yeah, I'm a character actor. Yeah.
I think this really also, it's like parallel to when I at Ride Live went through my old headshots from when I did the International Model and Talent Association. Barbizon graduate. Some of the worst images, not only of me that have ever been taken in the history of photography, in the history of modeling, in the history of humankind.
Yeah.
And I dreaded, like, those photos haunted me for so many years, and I knew they were bad when they were happening. So then to be able to like take the power back and take control of the narrative and be like, no, I'm owning this thing that I did, that there is photographic evidence of, and it's okay. And it's like, it made me the person that I am. It made me walk away from the industry for a decade. Well, of course. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be here right now.
We say, come right back to us.
Come as you aren't.
The steampunk community is waiting. They found me in London.
And they would like to know when their queen is going to show up for work.
When will our queen rise? When will our queen acknowledge us?
I'm working on it. I have a couple more eras to get through.
I know. But yeah, that's just one of many things that I've done that I was like, I did so much. But in the end, I'm so proud of where it got me. And I think we all have to own our history. I think that's what overcompensating is in a huge way. It's
Definitely.
Like owning all these things we did and just being like, you know what? I know the kid that did that. And I know the hurt kid that did that. And I think it's funny and I think it's beautiful. And I think Tyler, the Creator, saw me that night and he thought, that's sweet. Poor kid.
That kid's going to go on to do great things.
Yeah.
I think that's what he thought.
Exactly. That's
also,
exactly what he
part
thought.
of owning my history too is like reflecting on like mistakes that I've made and being like, I learned so much from those mistakes and they had to happen when they happened in order for me to be the person that I am now. Like things that are embarrassing or like, you know, I don't know. I keep a list because I always want to be doing self-harm, mental self-harm.
Well, of course.
I'll return to the list of things I've done wrong.
I see this image of me as the fairy right before I fall asleep.
I know.
Into a deep slumber that is not... My dreams have been interesting.
Hey, mine
they lean
too.
Nightmare.
Mine too.
Nightmare or nothing.
I saw Bring Her Back with Court.
Oh, God.
And he was like, are you going to have nightmares about this tonight? And I was like, I kind of hope I do.
Yeah.
Because what I have been dreaming about is so much worse.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this would be
worse.
fun to kind of shake it up.
Yeah.
Mine are like Oh, yeah. I don't even want to get into that.
Let's agree to never talk about our dreams on the podcast specifically. We can talk about them in a broad sense. I think specifically talking about dreams,
it's just criminal. Never. It's like when someone shows you them as a baby and you didn't ask. It's like, yeah, it's really cute.
It is cute.
But like everyone was a cute baby.
I'm like, I see it.
No,
oh, I totally see it.
I get it. You know what's funny? With mine, sometimes people are like, you don't look.
Yeah, you've changed a lot.
I've really changed. I've really grown into my bones.
If only that kid could see you in fairy ears and white brows.
Oh, girl, he'd be disappointed.
He would think, yeah, that's interesting.
Bummer. So this doesn't go right.
No.
This totally goes off the rails.
You know, things have to, you know.
Yeah.
Life is a highway. I think about that all the time.
Of course, Rascal Flatts.
Rascal Flatts.
Those fuckers. I wonder what they've been saying lately.
I
hope
know.
All good
I'm
stuff.
scared. I almost made my caption the other day, Life is a Highway, but I thought I haven't really kept up with their political affiliations.
Which is crazy. I feel like you would be like the first to know that.
I know. And maybe they're not making headlines because they've just stayed quiet, but like speak up, bitch challenge. You might be complicit.
You might be complicit. I'm realizing in this moment we haven't even talked about you being back to Blair.
Oh my God.
You've left your Serena
so
era.
I have brown hair.
Yeah.
I'm back
One
on my
pod
bullshit,
with Rachel Bilson and you're back.
And I'm back. I felt so inspired. I dyed my hair on my birthday. It felt like the right time. I wanted to be blonde for a lot of the press for overcompensating when it came out.
Wait, owning my history. Terry and I make out in the Alaska video.
Whoa.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's pretty cool.
That was really fun. It was really fun. They were like, we need someone to make out. Maybe some gay guys?
It's very, you are beautiful.
Oh, wait.
No matter what.
Oh my God. When we were at Clark Steiner recently and they played that and I got to perform for you a little bit.
You got to strut down the catwalk.
Yeah. No CD.
This one, I'm going to kick it over to my co-host, Benny Drama.
So for all my OCD heads, we're in this together, kid. So here's the thing. You're going about your day and all of a sudden this like crazy thought comes into your mind and you're like, oh my God, wait, I'm like scared. Is that me? Like who just thought that? And it's like, yeah, it's you, but it's actually not you. Okay. And so many people get these intrusive thoughts. It's very common, but people with OCD tend to fixate on them. I tend to make them, I would say, consume me in a really unhealthy way. And if that sounds familiar to you, then here's the thing about those disturbing unwanted thoughts. They're more common than you think. OCD latches onto these thoughts and can make you feel like a monster, even though that isn't true. But that's what makes OCD so debilitating. The thoughts can feel so real that seeking help can seem like a huge risk. You don't want to sit with a therapist and be like, I thought about stabbing my thigh today, because you think that they'd like, you know, call the police.
Call someone. Yeah,
they're not.
That breaks my heart.
With no CD, they're specialized in OCD, so that's not going to happen. Unlike general therapy providers, every no CD therapist specializes in OCD, so they deeply understand intrusive thoughts. That means no matter how disturbing, taboo, or shameful you think something is, your therapy sessions are a safe space to be open about it. Wow, I love that. NoCD also accepts many major insurance plans and offers always-on support between sessions. To learn more about therapy with NoCD, go to nocd.com and schedule a free 15-minute call with their team. That's nocd.com to learn more and book a free 15-minute call. Thanks, NoCD.
Thank you, NoCD.
I really appreciate you and I appreciate what you've done for me and hopefully for our listeners.
As I've mentioned before on this podcast, I feel like everyone's bed should be a safe space, a sanctuary in many ways. You need the perfect bed for you. I'm a stomach sleeper. I sleep on my stomach, head to one side, both hands under my pillow.
We're exactly the same.
I recently got a mattress from Brooklyn Bedding, which has been around for over 25 years, known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality without the luxury price tag. This website has so many options for different beds. I almost was overwhelmed at like all the customization that you can do.
You're freaking out right now.
I know. I'm totally freaking out. I'm totally gagged for Brooklyn Bedding.
Can we roll around in my Brooklyn bed later?
I should only be so lucky.
That's me to you. Hey, I'm sorry. I know you probably have plans, and this is my heart is beating so fast.
So
I say
fast
this,
right
but can
now.
we please roll around in your Brooklyn bed later?
Brooklyn Bedding really has something for everyone with different firmness option, heights, and dimensions, even non-traditional sizes, to fit right into your lifestyle. Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are designed and custom made by the best master craftsmen in the industry, with free shipping in the U.S. from their factory in Arizona.
Can I tell you what I'm with that they have? I will have this for the rest of my life.
Tell me.
So don't forget to upgrade to the Cloud Pillow Top, the Glacio-Tex.
Whoa.
Glacio-Tex. Or is it Glacio-Tex?
There's no way
I don't know, but it's cooling technology that leaves you cool and comfortable all night long. It truly works. It's kind of freaky, bringing you next level comfort matched only by actually floating on a little cold cloud. It's so nice. You don't have to flip the pillow. It's just cold all night.
So go to brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code RIDE at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else, so you have to use our code on the very last page of checkout to get this discount.
That's brooklynbedding.com and use my promo code RIDE for 30% off site-wide.
brooklynbedding.com, promo code RIDE. So speaking of hair, she did it with hair.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the people that are doing it without hair. Today, I'm riding for bald guys. So,
and dear media, clip that.
Okay. We talk a lot on this podcast about hair. I mean, hell, we do ads for Nutrafol.
I mean, hell.
Pray
tell.
But
sorry, it's so Riverdale to say pray tell. You said
why
pray
is that
tell.
Riverdale?
Because like that's how they would speak. Like
I can
my
hear mom used to say pray. I mean, she still does, but like pray tell is so in my vernacular.
Yeah, and it's so in the world of Riverdale.
So
continue.
Funny. So there's the people with hair, and then there's those that don't have hair. Personally, I ride for people who, both of these two types of men, those that have a full head of hair and decide to shave it and do a buzz cut because it's sexy.
It won't be on me, I don't think.
The vein of Andy DeYoung. That's who I'm thinking about right now.
Oh, definitely. Shout out Friendship.
Shout out
Go
to
see
him.
Friendship.
Go see Friendship starring Tim Robinson. And then there's the guys who notice a little bit of hair thinning and they say, I'm going to actually embrace this and I'm going to shave my whole head and maybe even have a mustache. Not required.
Yeah.
But I like, but hey, can I say playing with form?
It's a little whimsy.
It's whimsy.
I like them going immediately, boom. And if you're going to shave your head, you have to do it on live. That's my only caveat. You have to do that on live.
Please.
If I ever have to shave my head for something, and I'm hoping it's for a role, we'll see if I ever book another one. But I would just love to be seated. I look straight into the camera. Very similar to me doing Jennifer Hudson's show where I want to walk down naked with heels on.
Yeah.
To the spirit tunnel.
Your fuck me pumps.
Do not fuck me pump right now. Well, but yeah, I just want to look down the barrel and you shave it.
It's very Natalie Portman V for Vendetta. I just think that being bald and embracing a new look, and it might be scary. Like, I just think guys like embracing change is so they can't wear makeup. You know, there's only so many ways you can reinvent your look.
I don't want guys to wear makeup. I just cannot. It's not for them.
I think, of course, there's something to be said for going to Turkey and getting plugs. But
and dear media, it's like she does it on purpose. I swear to God. Someone said that apparently if you get on the flight back from Turkey, it's like 30 Americans with like bloody scalps.
Yeah.
Which I think is incredible, by the way.
Should we go?
No, I think so.
Can I just shout out some bald legends?
Yeah, I wish you would. I'm going to shout out one too at the end.
Ready?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Since day one, it feels like.
You know what I've never seen and I actually want to watch tonight?
What?
Snakes on a Plane.
Whoa, I've never seen that either.
Tonight's the night.
Maybe we watch tonight. Another star that I love who's embracing being bald.
Jason Statham. Indie darling.
Jason Statham. Husband of Rosie Huntington Whiteley or Whiteley.
Oh, exactly.
It's regional.
Come on, do whatever you want. Who cares?
I love him as an actor. And on that same exact note is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's not always bald. He's not bald in the upcoming Safdie Brother movie, which I did see the trailer for before Bring Her Back. Great. But I just love that he embraces being bald. And like, I don't know. I think there is this whole other way to explore your masculinity without hair.
Can I say someone's name really quick?
Please.
Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci.
Wait, you know that meme that's like the world if blank?
And
it's like a futuristic whatever.
Yeah.
That's the world if Stanley Tucci was gay.
Sorry. Sorry. There's also a comment that I got that I think about kind of every day is that and this is in line with Tucci. Someone said that I have the exact same smile as Lil Tunechi, Lil Wayne. And if you see it, I kind of know exactly what they meant.
Wait, that's huge.
Yeah.
That might be what originally attracted me to you.
I know, and I see that. I agree.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Don't you see?
I really do.
Someone's like, you have the exact same smile.
I don't know about here because he has full grills.
Yeah, but like if I had grills in right now, you could see it.
Another bald icon is my dad, of course. He now has grown his hair in, but he was bald for many, many years. That's how I think of him as bald.
I love that.
To name some other bald legends, I mean.
My trainer here in New York. Oh. He's incredible. And you know what he told me this morning? He said that shaving his head was like the greatest like weight off his shoulders. He was like, finally, I just did it. Yeah. And that happened today. So it's so funny you bring up bald guys.
Synergy.
But he was just like, I'm doing it. Like yeah. Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention when I was bald for Halloween several years ago. And I understand like not having hair to like play with and touch is like, it's like not having hair for that night, I felt so free.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt free.
See, when I have hair, I feel free. When I have long hair,
I want to do a hair flip.
I have to do a hair flip.
You do hair flips without hair, which
you
I
really
think is so
that
cool.
night? Oh yeah, well it's easy. You were giving some of the, and I really find this to be such a cringe thing. It's so like that big dick energy, but the vibe you were giving that Halloween was like, this man has the longest penis you've ever seen. That was the vibe you were giving off.
Maybe I could
see yeah, it was fabulous. I really loved you bald. I think I did it. Oh, I did kind of like a Curb Your Enthusiasm one. Whereas like I did it more like on the sides, but it was like the top.
That was fun though.
Oh, you're forgetting the iconic twins from Selling Sunset. My girls.
What are their names again? Oppenheimer.
The Oppenheimers. The Oppenheimers. Oppenheimers.
It's Oppenheim.
Yeah.
It's Oppenheim.
It's Oppenheimers.
It's the Oppenheim group, right?
Yeah, it's the
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheim group.
You can't imagine when a new season of Selling Sunset had come out right around the same time as Oppenheimer. It was like that was a crazy time for me.
It was so confusing.
My head was crazy. My head was all
and
was
immediately
all
my brain
up.
goes to Kenergy, which we'll talk about next episode.
Easter egg.
You guys are not ready for my hot takes on Kenergy.
Okay, my friend texted me. I just want to say a quick anecdote about bald guys.
Yeah,
my friend texted me a picture of this guy that she was maybe starting to talk to, and she's like, his hair is thinning a little bit, and I was like, oh well, maybe he'll shave his head. Like I love bald guys. And she was like, I don't know if I'm ready to date a bald guy. And I'm just like, that's so close-minded. And like, it actually like really pissed me off.
Yeah, good.
I have not talked to her really since.
Well, yeah, you blocked her.
I'm just like, that's fucked up.
You go, don't fucking come for my bald kings ever again.
Don't.
And I can I just say, like, and I know maybe someone bald is going to be like, fuck you, like you have hair. But it does just seem like, I've had enough. This is my hair. And I'll die living just as free as my hair. And it's like, just fucking shave it. And oh my God, the most iconic. I was so upset. I think it's from Britney's book, or I think there was an interview that was on TikTok. But she talked about when she shaved her head, it was because it was like, she just thought the hair was like for the male gaze and it was about sexiness. And she's like, I just want to be like, you don't own me and I'm going to do this. And I don't give a fuck. I think it's so major.
You know who rocks the shaved head sometimes is Marie Faustin.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the perfect, it's stunning.
So that's bald girls.
So bald girls can happen too.
And
I'm riding for bald guys, but because I think bald women really like own the look. And I think sometimes maybe bald guys feel a little, I don't know,
but we're trying to be killed less right now.
Totally.
So I think every now and then we have to.
For guys.
Let's just
who do the least.
Bald
they
guys.
Can't even grow hair.
Yeah.
But I do like the look. I like the aesthetic and I think it's cool.
I think so too. And I think it can be sexy and fun and playful, and don't hide it. Let it shine. Put some oil on it and rub a dub. I wonder if you have to like shave it every day. What's the vibe?
I think some people are taking a bic to the head every day. What?
A bic to the head. Girl,
well, that's what they're doing.
You got that crass mouth. Now you're kind of making me want to shave this thing.
It could be cool. I think if I had to shave my head for a role one day, that would excite me. I think that could be really cool.
You'd have to let me do it though.
Of course. On live.
Yeah. Well, on live down the back. But I want just 2 teardrops falling down, but it's not because I'm sad. It's just I'm crying for who I was.
It's a new feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want us to shave your head though, hit us up. I would love to shave someone's head.
Ride Live?
Yeah, Ride Live. Oh.
Next time we tour.
We'll go back on tour if someone lets us shave their head in each
every city.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Or we won't.
I think I just want to say, so I obviously ride for owning your history. I think this is going to come up. This is going to be thematic throughout the season as we remember things that we've done. And we can really point to like, that's owning your history. Also, I forgot to say my favorite stating the obvious in the Stating the Obvious episode, which it's raining. Could anything feel better than someone declaring that it's raining? And you know what?
And it's like, and say that. Like, thank God you said that.
Please.
I got to say that in London.
I know.
I'm so London crazy right now.
Every day. You're a
It was just so fun.
What are you wearing? Union Jack underwear?
Oh my God. Like, maybe, dude. Like, are you serious? Like, oh my God. No, it was just fun. I just like love their vibe over there. I'll just say that.
It's fun to pop over sometimes.
I know. They love you there though. It's like everyone there was like, oh, Mary Beth. And I'm like, she's, and I said she's dyeing her hair right now. She couldn't come.
I mean, I dazzled them for years.
No, I know.
But I haven't been back since the
makeup. Yeah.
And I will go back at some point. People keep asking me when I'm going back, when I'm ready is the answer. Stating the obvious.
Exactly.
When I'm ready, I'll be back. So,
and I have nothing to say to that. Brain dead.
The amplify. Don't add to. Owning your history can be so powerful. I think we need to do it more. It's sort of, I think people shy away from it. And there's
Lessons
like the cringe
learned.
factor. There's the embarrassment. There's nothing more owning your history than overcompensating.
I don't think so. I think I had to own that. And let me tell you, so cathartic for me. And to return to it, I think I forgave myself. And I think also a part of owning your history is learning lessons. I've learned so many lessons. I learned lessons today even.
Today we've learned a lot.
Yeah.
We won't say what they are, but.
No, not yet, but soon. Season 6.
Yes.
What was another thing you added to season 6 recently?
Let me just check real quick. I do have a full list.
We'll bleep it, of course.
We have to.
Yeah.
Season 6 jokes. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the ad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That came at a time. I think also at some point, actually in the next episode, remind me to tell you my experience at the Barbie premiere.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want people to know that like.
When you talk about Kenergy, obviously.
Well, of course. And it's like, but I still found my Kenergy even through the hate. I, of course, ride for bald guys. I'd be scared to not. Dear
maniac,
I think it's amazing. I think it's fucking hot. It's sexy. And I want to rub it. And of course, I'll always ask for permission and consent before I touch your heads. I think everyone needs to know that. Don't just touch some guy's head. Ooh, But I can only hope that one day I'll have 2 cocktails at something, maybe espresso martinis, and Jason Statham's there. And obviously me and Rosie connect.
You're going to be hitting it off.
It's a meeting of the minds. We've had so much fun. And she goes, you have to meet my husband. And I'm like, who's your husband? And I do a whole bit.
The beekeeper.
The megalodon himself.
He's the beekeeper.
The wrangler of the megalodon.
I just added something else to season 6. You just reminded me.
Oh,
so
good.
Like inspiration, it just happens in the moment.
Well,
I had to write that down.
Of course, my love.
I really think you and Jason Statham will connect in a huge way. He's also a great comedic actor. If you haven't seen Spy starring Melissa McCarthy, like I highly recommend it.
It's a fabulous
Jude
film.
Law,
And Sandra Bullock. Dear media. You'll hit that.
I don't think she's in that.
Yeah, she is.
Is she?
Oh, no, she's in The Heat.
Yeah.
With Melissa. I love that movie too. I love The Heat. But Spy is with Rose Byrne.
You shouldn't mix up Melissa McCarthy's.
Well,
that's problematic.
She was prolific.
She's
prolific. Like she's in so many movies.
You're right. It is Rose Byrne.
But yes, I ride for bald guys. I think it's amazing. Maybe one day I'll join. Just
you. As like a stylistic choice too. It can be a stylistic choice.
Just buzz it.
It doesn't have to be necessity.
I think I've got a lumpy head though, so I don't know.
We'll see one day.
Yeah.
But I just want to embolden people who are listening to this who maybe like want to experiment with being bald and like maybe their hair is thinning and they just want to try it. It'll grow like the hair that you have will grow back.
Yeah.
So I say just like do it. It's Pride Month.
Big to the head.
Take it big to the face.
To the dome.
What could be better than that? And that's right.
What could be better than that? The cover of Vogue, but you'll never know. I love you so much. I'm going to keep saying it so that you get it.
I love you.
This is what I do. Yeah.
It's what I do.
And I think there's only one way to end this one. Straight to camera. My name is Fendi. Oh, my exit.
Benny, babe, eyes on the road. Benny, look out!
Ride.